Hello and welcome to the Beyond the Hustle podcast. My name is Lydia and I'm a mindset and business coach for high-achieving entrepreneurs. In this podcast, I share insights into how you can create a life of freedom, happiness, and personal fulfillment while increasing financial success way beyond what you have achieved with hustle alone so far. Plus, every other week, I interview inspiring and out-of-the-box thinking entrepreneurs. Have fun and enjoy. Welcome to today's episode, which is one sure way to stop keeping yourself small. And it's actually going to be a very, very short episode because I only have basically one very important reminder for you. If you're ready to stop keeping yourself small, which most of us do in one way or the other, either through our inner critic or how we people please and how we let the opinions of other people influence us, or how big we think, the risks we take, how much we are able to go outside of our comfort zone and try out new things, all of that. Like most of us, we are basically on one way or the other keeping ourselves small. And a sure way to stop to do that is, here it comes, to think in infinite possibilities. Because, as you know, I keep preaching that it is always what you think. We start with what our thoughts and our belief systems are. We have to shift these if we want to see anything different in our lives. And it starts with that. What do you think is possible for you? And for the most people, they have a very constricted, a very tiny version or image of what they think is possible for them. Very often, and this was my case, for example, as well, is what you think is possible for other people is much bigger than what you think is possible for you. Like for other people, of course they can be famous. Of course they can be millionaires. Of course everyone loves them. But no, you will find all the excuses, all the reasons why this doesn't apply to you. And this is what needs to shift. And I don't have a 5-step process for you or anything like that today. It's really just whenever you think like, oh, that's not possible. Whenever you see yourself going down the rabbit hole of, how should this happen? This is a reminder for you to just drop that question in that moment. It's not about the how, because how very often is connected with it's impossible because you can't see the how. So it's impossible for you. Just drop the how and stop asking the question about like, how should it work? Can it work for me? And just start acknowledging that there could be a tiny possibility for that. Just drop the limit, drop limiting the possibilities for you. Infinite possibilities are available to this person who believes in them, who's open to them, who's open to receive them, who's open to accept that as kind of a truth. And people who don't do that, they also will not have the opportunities and all of that come their way. I had one client who sold tiny packages, never had paid in full clients, always struggled with the clients who had to ask their partners and then came back and said like, oh no, my partner doesn't want me to do that. Always the same pattern until we shifted into a thinking of, hey, what if it was possible? And perhaps only in 1 year or whenever, it doesn't matter. What if it was possible that there are pay in full clients that pay me almost 4 times the amount of what they are paying now? And from that on, clients started showing up who paid 20K, 15K, 20K in full and didn't have to ask for permission of their partners. The shift was really in the thoughts, in the thinking first, that it was possible that these people existed. The same with investment opportunities. There are so many people, they cap their income, they cap their wealth just through thinking it's not possible. It doesn't work. And then these kind of opportunities just don't show up for you. You're not able to see them. Even if they were in front of your eyes, you're not capable of seeing them and taking them up, basically. So my reminder for you today is to believe more in infinite possibilities. Yes, you can do all the other work as well, but whenever you can see yourself going into like, that doesn't work. That's not possible. How should this work? How? Stop yourself and say, okay, I relax into not knowing. I relax into just accepting that there might be truth to infinite possibilities in that moment. And once you train this muscle, it becomes easier and easier. For me, there is nothing anymore that I think is impossible. It doesn't mean that I think it's possible that it happens tomorrow or right now. Like my time frame, I do have limitations I still place upon them, even though it's not necessary. But in general, I am so open to whatever, like especially good stuff, obviously. There is no limitation to it anymore, really. And then is when these crazy miracle-like things can start happening to you. Drop your own limitations. This is the biggest cap on your whole life that you can do, is in your thinking that you don't believe in possibilities in there, that you think they are limited, they are not available to you, because then they will never be. So if you change that, you can open up tremendously to amazing potential in this world. Okay, that was my short reminder today for you, and have a beautiful day. And until the next episode. Did you like this podcast episode? Then please share it with people who you know could benefit from it. Also, I would be super grateful if you could leave me a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It would mean such a lot to me. If you want to stay connected with me, please join my Telegram channel for daily mini reminders around mindset, business growth, investing, and living life to the fullest. Or message me directly on Instagram or LinkedIn. You will find all the links in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and until the next episode. Much love, Lydia.